Hello everyone, I think that we should now be live on both Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you all so much for joining me. I've got all the comments on the screen in front of me, so let me have a little look through. Hello to Catherine, hello to, let me just knock this off, there we go. Sorry about that. I've got the comments up on my computer over here and I've got them on my screen in front of me. So thank you so much to everyone for joining me. Hello to Irene, hello to Anne, hello to Christine, hello to Leslie. Oh my word, there are so many of you all watching this live today on both YouTube and Facebook. So thank you everyone for joining me. Are we excited for today? I am so excited. Today is going to be all about the Frosty Christmas launch, which is fabulous. I think that you are all going to absolutely love this collection. It is quite a large collection, so I hope that you've grabbed a cup of tea. I've got my mug of tea here and yeah, ready to go. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes. I know, Joanna, 180 people watching. It's insane. You have all been kind of waiting for this video, I feel. So hopefully, I hope that you all absolutely love this collection as much as I do. And as much as I love designing it and working on it as well. So, while we're waiting for everyone to join, I'm going to give you a little sneak, kind of a little insight into the background of this collection. So, this collection has been kind of in the works for a long time. You know that we brought you White Christmas last year that was kind of all metallics and creams and whites and greys. Very pretty and beautiful. Well, you all absolutely loved that collection. So, I wanted to bring you something that was all blues and navies and silvers and really frosty and very pretty and sparkly for Christmas. And hopefully, this collection is going to deliver on that for you all. You have all been loving the sneak peek so far, and we were actually hoping to be able to launch this collection a little bit sooner, but there was a delay on the paper pad, so it's taken a little bit longer than we thought to bring to you, but it is here today and we've got them packed and ready to go. So I'm going to turn this round. This is going to be the fabulous pink box that arrives. Now, before I get started, I'm not going to go through the individual prices of all of the products that are in here. Everything will be on the website at chloescreativecards.co.uk at 6 p.m. UK time to buy tonight. So that is in about 4 hours time. Okay, so you're not going to have too long to wait. You'll get an email as well when all of the products are live on the website if you've signed up to our email newsletter. But before we get started, this news affects the UK, not the international deliveries. So I'm going to pop a little graphic in. So what we are doing is, as you probably know, Royal Mail are currently on strike here in the UK. So that means that we've got no post going out today or tomorrow. So what we are doing is any orders that are £70 or more, we're going to upgrade to DPD for free. So if you spend £70 or more on the website, you will get free DPD delivery, okay? And that's activated. I have activated it now, actually, because I did it before the launch, just so I could test everything to make sure it was all working. But yes, so there we go. So free delivery on orders are £70 and more, and they will go with DPD. So that affects the UK only. International delivery, there's no change to you guys. You will be DHL as normal. If you're in Australia, we've got some fabulous stockists. They're all listed on the website. So have a little look on there, because some of them have actually already ordered these. So have a little look. Right then, I'm going to pop me back in on the screen now. There we go. So, shall we get started on Frosty Christmas? So I'm going to explain about this collection to you all. I'm going to tell you that I Need It All bundle first, and then I'll tell you the price at the end of that. Then there is a little extra that you might want to add onto your I Need It All bundle as well. But I will explain all that in a moment. And what I've also got done is I've got lots of demos prepped. I've got loads of finished samples to show you. So it's going to be quite a long Facebook Live today, I think. There's going to be lots to inform you about. So yes, any questions, pop them in the comments box. I am reading them as I'm going through, but they are coming in thick and fast. So I'm doing my best to read them, but I probably will miss some. But yes, hopefully I'm going to cover all of the important things right now when we get in the box. If you want as well to watch this back, there's an unboxing video going up on our YouTube channel at 6 o'clock tonight. You'll be able to watch that back. It's a nice little pace where I take you through everything that you get in the I Need It All collection. Okay then, so I'm going to pop the overhead camera in and I'm going to start and open up this fabulous box. So let me open this up. So as always, our I Need It All collections come in one of our beautiful raspberry pink boxes. I'm going to open it up, okay, and this is what you are going to do at home as well. I'm just going to move my little screen so I can still see your comments and everything. Give me 2 seconds. The box is that big, it's blocking the screen. There we go. Right then, so this is what you are going to get when you open your box up. And when you see all of the incredible goodies in here, you are just going to absolutely love it. So, where should we dive in first? Should we dive in? I'm going to go for these. So to start off with, you are getting absolutely loads in this box. The first design that you are going to get is the beautiful Christmas magnolia. This is an A5 stamp and die set. So this is the first time that we've ever done a stamp and die set of this size. You are getting 6 individual flowers in here that you can build up, or you can mix and match them. So you can use the 5 petal and the 3 petal together. You can use the leaves as well. You've got a sentiment that says Christmas beauty is all around, and then you've got your little leaves and you've got your dies to coordinate. Now in your die set as well, you are actually getting 3 of the stamens, so you've got 1 for each of the sizes of the flowers, or you can layer them up to kind of make them multi-dimensional as well, and I'm going to show you how to use those in one of my demos. So this one is the Christmas magnolia. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's A5 in size, so if I put my hand in, this is just huge, okay? This stamp and die set, it's a real big stamp and die set, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's your Christmas magnolia. As you can see, what you're getting on the back, you are getting lots of different elements in here. I'm going to grab a card in to show you that has been made. So I'm going to show you the product in one card, and then I'll move on and do that with all of the products. So this one obviously mixes and matches. It uses some of the foiled paper as well. And we've also got the beautiful magnolia flowers made up on vellum and acetate. It looks so, so pretty. And then you can see by adding your leaves into the background as well, it looks absolutely beautiful. So that one is Christmas magnolia. And again, you can use that all year round. We're calling it Christmas, but you could definitely make those flowers for all occasions. It's a really, really beautiful set. Next up, let me get the card sample ready for this one. We've got a beautiful die, which is called Winter Woodland Tree. And this is absolutely gorgeous. So can you see all of the detail that you've got in here? We've got the beautiful tree design, but then we've got all of the little woodland animals in. So can you spot all of the different animals that are in this particular die? You've got the little owl, you've got the little bird, you've got the little rabbit, you've got the hare, you've got a fox, you've got a bear. It could be a brown bear, or it could be a polar bear, either or. You've also got like a stag, and you've got another little owl at the bottom as well. And then you've got all of the foliage and the little stars interweaved behind, and it's absolutely beautiful. That one's your Winter Woodland Tree. This is fab for making quick cards as well, because you can run it through your die cutting machine, die cut it out, stick it on the front of your card, pop a sentiment on, and you could be done. It looks absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to bring a card in that's made with this one. So this is your Winter Woodland Tree. And you can see on this one, this is actually the one from the packaging. Becca's die cut it out of white, and she's also die cut it out of silver mirror card, and she's stuck them together and just offset them slightly, so you get like a little shadow behind. It looks absolutely beautiful. And of course, we're using lots and lots of this lapis lazuli pearl card on these samples as well, because it mixes and matches with this collection absolutely perfectly. So that's your Winter Woodland Tree. Next up, we've got one of our beautiful sentiment dies, and this one is Joy to the World. So you've got that lovely wreath design with Joy to the World in the middle. You've got the little stars going around the edge, so you can be glittering those stars up, building them up. You could be adding elements onto the wreath as well if you wanted to, or you could be glittering that sentiment as well. So that one is your Joy to the World die, and that's a die, so it's going to cut out absolutely beautifully. Let me grab in my finished card for this one. So you can see how gorgeous that one looks. It's so pretty. And this one's just been die cut out of mirror card. And then you can see how you can layer this up, glittering your little stars as well. And then if you are loving this snowflake one in the background, that is also a die that is in this set. So we've got this one here. This is the crystal snowflake border. And you can see how gorgeous that is. You've got the beautiful snowflake design, and this fits really nicely. The size of this is actually 19.3 centimetres from top to bottom. So it's a really nice large die. So you can be using it as like a border on your project. But if you die cut this out and then glitter it with some ultra fine glitter, of course there are some in this set that you can use, and it looks absolutely stunning. So that is your crystal snowflake border. And if I just bring this card back in, you can see how we've used it across the top and the bottom. And this is an 8x8 card as well. So it's really beautiful. But again, if you have an A5 die cutting machine, you can feed it in that way, portrait, so it will fit through on your plates. But that's a really beautiful die. Next up, oh my word, I love this one. I've had so much fun crafting away with this one as well. This is the Frosty wreath. So this is a stamp and die set. So we're getting the beautiful wreath design. So you've got the fir branches in there, you've got holly leaves in there as well. So you can be stamping and die cutting this one out. I've been embossing it as well with some of the green wow powders. So Hollywood Hills or frosted fir works perfectly. And then you've got your little gingerbread man, you've got your candy cane, you've got your little stars, and you've got your Merry Christmas as well. And you've got the dies to coordinate that are going to die cut all of these out. And the card that I've got for this one, just give me 2 seconds, let me grab it because one fell on the floor there. Let me just pick it up for you, there we go. This one here. So you can see how fabulous this wreath then looks. It is absolutely stunning. So you're going to be able to use that one in lots of different ways. So I've actually got a YouTube tutorial coming up of this exact card, so you're going to know exactly how to make it. But you've got your wreath in the middle that you can be glittering up, and then I've got my little gingerbread men that I've die cut out, popped the little jewels onto the little buttons on his coat, and added a tiny little bow onto his neck as well. So cute and such a beautiful set. But of course, if you wanted to build flowers up on there, you could. If you wanted to build candy canes up on there as well, you could be too. You can be using the gingerbread men. Honestly, so much you can do with that stamp and die set. It is absolutely gorgeous. And because you've got the die for the wreath, of course you can be die cutting it out, which makes it so much more three-dimensional. You can cut out some of the holly leaves as well and decoupage those. Or even if you wanted to, because I love a wreath at Christmas, like it's my thing. I just make so many wreaths, but I'm running out of people to give these wreaths to now because everyone's got them. There's like one on every door in our house, and like it's getting a bit out of hand, but I just love making them. So the fact that you're now able to create these for your cards is absolutely fabulous. Because you could even do that wreath and just add a little red bow to the corner, pop your sentiment in the middle. So you could give it a more traditional look or a more contemporary look as well. Joanna's asking, did you tie bows that small? Yes, Joanna, I did. And after tying one, I regretted that decision massively when I had another 6 to do. I think it took me longer to tie the bows than it did to make the rest of the card, to be perfectly honest. So maybe have a look on eBay or something and see if you can buy pre-tied bows for that one, because yes, that certainly did take a while. Okay then, next up in the I Need It All collection, I'm going to go for this one. We have got this fabulous stamp and die, and I am obsessed with it. I absolutely love it. I've had so much fun creating so many cards with this one. So this is the Reindeer and Sleigh, and we have wanted to do a Reindeer and Sleigh stamp and die for such a long time, but it's been getting it absolutely perfect because it has to be magical for Christmas, doesn't it? The whole magic of reindeers flying and the whole like kind of scene you can build up. It has to be a really magical kind of scene and image, and I really think that we've achieved that with this one. So you've got your beautiful reindeer stamp set, which is A6, and you've got your sleigh on there. You've got all of your little presents as well that have been sized absolutely perfectly to fit in that sleigh, and then you've got your dies to coordinate as well. So you can see on the back, these are your dies that you're going to get, and then these are your stamps as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, so cute. So let me bring in a card to show you with this one. This one here. I'll just rearrange his antlers there for you. But there we go. You can see how gorgeous that then looks. It's absolutely stunning. So I've actually mixed and matched this with the old Christmas tree from the Christmas Fashionista set, because we always like to think about, I never want you to buy a product from us and just use it once and put it in a drawer. I want you to keep getting things out and keep using them in different ways. So the reindeers have been sized perfectly to sit in front of the tree, as has the sleigh. Then added some of the little sequins that are coming up in the background as well. But you can see how gorgeous that looks. And I've used all the different blue glitters as well on that sleigh to really bling it up. And there is a tutorial going up on YouTube. I think it's going up on Saturday using the reindeers. So if you're struggling for colouring them in or anything like that, there's a fabulous tutorial going up on Saturday. And I am going to show you how to do it today as well. So that's your reindeer and sleigh. Next up, you are getting the gorgeous Snowflake sentiment set, and this is a really nice stamp and die set that is going to just finish off your project. So let me grab in the card for this one because it's probably going to explain it a little bit better. So you've got a lovely little frame with little snowflakes in the corner, and then you've got the little plaque that die cuts to fit in the middle. It's got a 4-stitched edge as well. I don't know if you can just see that there. And then you can take sentiments and pop them into the little plaque. You have got a Christmas as well that die cuts out, so you can see how we've used that on here. And then there's a little stamp that says Merry, so you can stamp your Merry and then die cut your Christmas if you want to as well. So you've got sentiments like Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, sending warm winter wishes, with love at Christmas, from our house to yours at Christmas, let it snow, thinking of you at Christmas, cold days and warm hearts, oh what fun. So they're going to coordinate with all of the stamps that we've got in the set. So these are absolutely gorgeous, and you can see how you can use this on your cards and your projects as well. Next up, we have got the gorgeous dimensional snowflake, and this is stunning. I've got a demo prep with this one as well. So you've got your 2 snowflake designs. They've got 6 points to the snowflake as well, because I know a lot of people say a true snowflake has 6 points, which it does. So you've got your snowflakes in here. You've got lots of detail on them as well. So you've got little hearts, you've got little dots, you've got little kind of swirls and things that you can go in and glitter on here. You can do all sorts with this set, and it will make beautiful decorations for your Christmas tree as well if you did them back to back or just did a couple together. Really lovely set. So you're going to be able to stamp your snowflakes, die cut them out, and then layer them up with some foam pads or 3D glue. And they look so, so pretty. You've got lots of lovely little sentiments as well in this set, which you've got, let me see if I can read, I could do with reading off the stamp plate really. Sending you peaceful Christmas wishes. Snowflakes are the fairy dust of winter. Thank you so much. Each snowflake is unique, just like you, which is absolutely lovely. So you can either use these to create a random background like we've done on the packaging, or you can build up 3D snowflakes like this one here. So you can see how I've die cut these out, layered them up and glittered them, and they create the most beautiful 3-dimensional embellishments. And as well, you could be doing them on heat resistant acetate or stamp them onto mirror card as well, works really nicely too. And you can see I've mixed and matched the borders and the beautiful papers. So that is your dimensional snowflake stamp and die set. Next up, we have got the gorgeous little baby owls. These are so, so cute. Okay, so it's an A6 size stamp, so it's a nice big size stamp. Perfect for stamping and colouring in. So let me grab my baby owls card here because it's so cute. There we go. You can see how beautiful they then look. So you can be stamping those out, colouring them in with your pens, or colouring them in with your pencils or your watercolours. They've got their little Santa hats on, so you can be glittering the Santa hats, adding that little bit of, this is the all that glistens glitter, so it looks like snow, just onto the top of the hat there as well. Really, really pretty. So it looks absolutely fabulous. I'm going to tell you the price of everything once I've got to the end of showing you what's in this box, because it's unbelievable what you are getting. Next up, you are getting the gorgeous ice skating scene stamp set. So you've got your beautiful scene in here. You've got the little snowflakes in the middle. They are separate, so you can either stamp a sentiment in the middle if you wanted to, if you lift the snowflakes out, or you can leave the snowflakes in and get the full image. So that's this one here. Again, beautiful for colouring in. You could just stamp that down, colour it in, pop it onto your card blank, and it would look absolutely fabulous. So that is the ice skating scene stamp. Really, really pretty. And you can see we've used some of the papers that are coming up in the background as well. We have then got a brand new bling box. So this is the Frosty Christmas bling box. It is absolutely beautiful. So you've got the blues in here, you've got the crystal clear, you've got the blue AB pearls, and you've got the white AB pearls as well. And this is a really lovely box. It's not just for Christmas. The clear and the white you can definitely use all year round, and some of the blues would go nicely on the men's cards as well. So a really pretty bling box as well. So that's absolutely gorgeous. Next up in the I Need It All box, you are getting some of our sequins. So this is a brand new sequin pack. These are snowflakes. So in here you have got silver holographic snowflakes. You've got like a turquoisey pale teal kind of colour with an oil and water finish. You've got a white snowflake that's got a holographic finish, and you've got a royal blue as well. Really pretty, and these are absolutely gorgeous. They make the most beautiful embellishments on your project. Add a little jewel in the middle as well from your bling box, and it just takes them to the next level, and you are getting like an unbelievable amount in here too. And what we always do is we always give you a variety of sizes. So you've got some smaller ones and some larger ones in here. You can see the tiny ones have kind of gone to the back of the packet here. Oh, they are just absolutely beautiful. So that's your little sequin pack. Next up, oh my word, you can tell I've been busy, can't you? We're going to pop some of the beautiful new self-adhesive sparkles in this box. So the colour that we've put in are the beautiful blues because it coordinates absolutely perfectly. And I wanted you to just get this box home and just add your basic tools and be able to craft with it. Looks absolutely beautiful. So these are the beautiful blues. So you can see you've got different colours, and it's going to coordinate with the full collection in here too. Next up, my word, we are getting there. We've got the gorgeous paper pad. Now, I have a feeling that some of you may go for the I Need It All bundle and maybe add an extra paper pad into your basket, because this is absolutely stunning. And once the stock of this has gone this Christmas, that's it. It's not coming back this year. I can tell you that for a fact. It will not be restocked this year anyway. So this is the beautiful paper pad, and you've got blues in here, you've got silvers in here, you've got greys. The designs within this paper pad are absolutely stunning. You've got snowflakes, you've got foliage. These ones are really useful as well. So can you see how we've done like a snowflake pattern, but then we've just foiled some little dots on there too. Really, really pretty. Another snowflake one here. All the animals as well, so that's going to coordinate perfectly with the winter woodland tree die. This one's using that tree design to create a background as well. This one, I've used this one so much. Absolutely gorgeous. But you can see all of the different patterns you were getting in here. It is the most gorgeous paper pad. It is absolutely stunning. So you've got blues, you've got navies, you've got silvers, and you've got whites in here as well. I want to show you one because it's my favourite page. Let me get to it. Give me a second. That one. I love this one. I've used it on like literally everything. A little bit obsessed with this particular one. So you've got Merry Christmas with the little snowflakes, but then you've got like the lighter colour in the middle with the dark around the edge. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's your Frosty Christmas 8x8 foiled paper pad. 48 sheets, 24 designs, 2 sheets of each. Okay, and it's 160 GSM as well. So it's a really nice, thick, nice weight of paper in there. Next up is something that we have never done before at Chloe's Creative Cards. So I'm super excited about this because I feel like it's going to open so many more doors for us in the future, because it's going to be something that we can do lots of different things with. So, designer foiled vellum, okay? It's absolutely beautiful. So you're getting 20 sheets in the pack, 2 designs, 10 sheets of each, because I know you're just going to want to use loads of this. All foiled in silver. So if I lift out the sheets, it's a really nice high quality vellum. You can hear that there. It's a really, really nice quality vellum that's got to work so well on all of your projects. You've got your beautiful silver foiling on there. And can you see, this is what's taken the time to get right between the paper pad and the vellum. And you might, there's a couple of the samples where we've actually used our sample paper pad on, but we weren't completely happy with the foiling, which is why this collection's been a little bit delayed, because we wanted to get this absolutely perfect. But you can see how we've got the beautiful foiling on this vellum, and you've got all of the detail on there as well. The foiling is just amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. So you get the snowflake design, and again this all coordinates with the paper pad as well. And you also get this design as well, which I absolutely love. This is the pine cones and the pine branches with the snowflakes. But look at the foiling on there. It is absolutely unbelievable. It's stunning. This even just as like a little wrap around your card like that, and then a bit of ribbon and a sentiment, that would look absolutely stunning. The vellum is just gorgeous. And again, if you are just going to pick and choose elements from this collection, which of course you can do as well, this is going to mix and match with so many of our previous products. The vellum is just beautiful. So you get 20 sheets of vellum, 2 designs, 10 sheets of each. So I'm going to pop that one back into there as well. And then we had to bring you brand new Sparklicious glitters, didn't we? So I'm going to pull this one up first because it's my favourite and I can't wait to show you. This one is called Snowflake Flurry. Are you ready for it? I mean, firstly, this is absolutely packed to the rafters, this particular pot. But look. Where we at? There we go. Can you see how you've got all those different flakes in there, and you've got tiny white and iridescent snowflakes as well? Absolutely beautiful. So that's the Snowflake Flurry Sparklicious Glitter. Next up, we have got Night Sky, and I know that lots of you have been waiting for this one. This is, I'm making such a mess today. This is the most beautiful dark royal blue glitter. Okay, it is absolutely gorgeous. So this one's called Night Sky. I don't want to tilt it too much because I really don't want to spill this pot, but it is stunning. Such a beautiful colour. So that one's Night Sky. Next up, we have got Snowball. And this one is a holographic clear glitter. So it's literally going to show the colour from underneath, but give it a holographic finish. Such a useful glitter. It looks like crushed ice or crushed crystals around the edge of your projects. But if you have Dry's white glue at home, chuck this glitter over your Dry's white glue and it's going to give it a totally different look. If you use it on Dry's clear, it's going to look totally different again. It is absolutely beautiful. So this one is Snowball. Double-sided adhesive sheet as well. That looks amazing over the top. It's so sparkly. Next up, we have got Crystal Crush. If you love Glass Slipper, if you loved Radiant, you are going to absolutely adore this colour. I've used mine so much. So this is like a white, but it's got a silvery finish to it. It's very sparkly and very fine. It is absolutely perfect for using on your chisel tip glue pen as well, with it being a finer glitter. So you can use this one for edging your cards. It looks gorgeous on snowflakes and things like that too. So this one is Crystal Crush, and it literally looks like crushed crystals. It's absolutely gorgeous. Next up, we have got Frosty Christmas. Of course, this is the Frosty Christmas collection. And this is like a lovely chunky glitter. It's very sparkly. And you can see how you've got all of the different colours in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to get that in the camera. I think I'm failing miserably. It's got tiny little stars mixed in there as well. I'm doing a terrible job here, aren't I, at showing you it? There we go. There we go. That's the shot. but you can see all of the different colours, and this is transparent, so it is going to show some of the colour from underneath as well. It's absolutely stunning. So that one is Frosty Christmas. Next up, we've got Blue Icicle. Now this looks really bright in the jar, but it's a little bit more subtle when you use it on your projects, but it's absolutely beautiful. So this is a really nice, ultra fine, super sparkly blue. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's such an unusual colour as well. I think this would look lovely on flowers too, as well as just your Christmas projects. It's absolutely beautiful. So that one is Blue Icicle. So, just to recap, in your I Need It All collection, you're going to get your 6 Sparklicious glitters. You're going to get your 20 sheets of foiled vellum, brand new. We've never done that before, okay? And I think you're going to love it. It's absolutely gorgeous to craft with. Your foiled 8x8 paper pad, 48 sheets, all foiled in silver, absolutely gorgeous. You are going to get your new Frosty Christmas bling box. This is such a whopper of a kit, I have to say. You are getting so much in here. Your little sequin pack with all of your gorgeous new Snowflake sequins. And you're going to get your beautiful blues self-adhesive sparkles. You're going to get your baby owls and your ice skating scene stamp. And you're going to get your dimensional snowflake and snowflake sentiment stamp. You're going to get your reindeer and sleigh, which I love. It's such a beautiful one, that one. You are going to get your frosty wreath stamp and die. You're going to get your crystal snowflake border die set. Joy to the World die set. Winter woodland tree die. And your amazing Christmas magnolia stamp and die set. Now this is a huge collection, and this is probably the biggest I Need It All bundle that we have ever done. So let me pop in the little graphic about this one. So for everything that you are getting in that box, it would ordinarily be £223.79 if you bought it individually. If you want to buy it all as one, in one big bundle, it's £170. So you're saving, I think it's 23% is the percentage. It's a massive, massive bundle, this one. So that is your Frosty Christmas I Need It All collection. So it will be £170 for the full box. Now, all details about shipping are on the website. If you are in the UK, we are upgrading all orders £70 and over to DPD next day delivery for free. It would normally be Royal Mail, but with Royal Mail being on strike, all orders £70 and more will go with DPD. Now then, let me pop the overhead camera back in. So, that's your I Need It All bundle. There is one item missing from the I Need It All bundle that I know lots of you have spotted. Okay? This one here. This is the snowflake circles. So you all absolutely loved the square snowflake frames that we did last year. So we've taken that concept and we've done a circular die set. The reason why we haven't put it in the I Need It All bundle is it's an 8x8 die set, so you do need an A4 die cutting machine to cut it. So this is a separate item. This will be £24.99 on its own, and it is absolutely beautiful. So you've got the lovely snowflake frame. You have got 8 dies within this set. So you've got your big outer frame. You've then got 2 smaller ones. One's got like a pierced edge. One's got a stitched edge. You've then got a pattern edge one, a pierced edge, a snowflake edge, a little tag and a snowflake in the middle. So you've got all of the individual elements in there. So if you want everything, you need to go for the I Need It All box and the snowflake circles die set. And that would be the full collection, okay? So this will all go live at 6 o'clock tonight, UK time, on chloescreativecards.co.uk. So we are at about 2:30 now. So in about, if you're in a different time zone, in about 3.5 hours time, this will be live on the website, okay? And you'll be able to shop and buy. If you want to buy the elements individually, you can do as well. We always put the I Need It All bundles together because you guys asked for them. So we started doing these a couple of years ago. But if you want to pick and choose, if you spend £70 or more, your order will be upgraded to DPD for free. So, that's that's all the details. I really hope that you are all liking this collection. Let me just have a little look. Oh my word, there are so many comments coming in. I am so pleased that you are all loving this collection. And see, Christine's asking, do you do free shipping if you order a certain amount? Yes, that depends what country you are in and where we're shipping to. But if you go onto the website, scroll down to the bottom where it says shipping and delivery, all of the details are on there. So you'll be able to find that. Oh, I am so pleased if you are loving this collection. There are honestly so many different goodies within this pack and I can't wait to share them all with you. I forgot to show you this card as well. So let me pop the overhead back in. There we go. So this is using that beautiful Snowflake circle die. So that's the 8x8 die, and then the Joy to the World fits perfectly in the middle as well. So you can see how we've really thought about everything with this collection. And again, if you wanted to bring in elements from the Christmas Fashionista that we brought out last month, you could do as well. So there's lots and lots of different ways that you can be using all of the elements within this collection. Right then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you some pictures in of some finished samples. I am going to turn the sound off so that I can go and get the bits and pieces ready to demo, and then I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful card. So the first demo that I'm going to do is going to be using the reindeer and the sleigh. I've then got one prepped with the dimensional snowflake, and I've got one prepped with the winter woodland tree and the magnolia as well. So yes, everything. I'm trying to show you as much as I possibly can today because this is such a huge collection. And then we've got videos going up on the YouTube channel. So I've scheduled them all already. So if you go on and click get notified, you'll get a notification as soon as the video goes live. Right then, so let me turn the sound off. I'm going to pop you some finished card samples in so you can have a little look at them while I go and get ready for a demo. So there we go. Right, I'm going to put a little graphic in to tell you the sound's going off as well. Right then, so I am ready to demo. This is going to be the first card that I show you how to create. I have got loads of finished samples to show you, but I really wanted to dive on into a demo to kind of show you how this all mixes and matches and works together, because I think that's going to show you how everything goes together perfectly. As always, the finished samples will all be going up on Facebook and on Instagram as well. They're all photographed, loads of them are scheduled to go up, and loads have already gone up. So please do keep having a little look on the page, and like I say, I've got loads of demos going up on YouTube as well. Right then, so I'm going to pop the overhead camera back in. Have a look, there we go. Right then, so this is going to be the first project that we are going to make, and this is actually, Becca made this particular card because we were crafting a few weeks ago working on the samples for these, and I just thought this shows so many different elements so well, because you've got the beautiful snowflake crystal border, you've got the reindeers on here, and you've got the sleigh and the little presents as well. So I'm going to show you how to mix and match all of this together. So I'm going to start off by showing you how beautifully this snowflake crystal border die cuts. So what I've done is I've got a piece of our Vista pearl card, and I've just taped my die in place. I'm going to run this through my Gemini machine that I've just got set up to the side of me here. So I've got my base plate, my plastic shim. I'm going to pop my magnetic shim in. And I'm going to put my die cut side up with my Vista pearl card on the top. I'm going to run that through our Gemini machine. Have you noticed as well, I've treated myself to a new Gemini plate. Got to the point where mine literally cracked in half when I was using it the other day. I was like, this is ridiculous. You do really need a new plate now. Right then, so we're going to run that through. I'm going to grab that at the other side. I'm going to remove this one away. So that's the waste card coming away perfectly there. So easy. I have my little pink basket here as well. I like to try and catch all of the little bits in there, and then it saves getting your desk all mucked up. So I'm going to push that through with my little pokey tool and then just gently ease this out. There we go. And you can see how beautiful and delicate that border is. If I pop that on the black and hold that up, there we go. You can see it's so pretty. So you can add little jewels into the middle of these as well. You can be adding your glitter. There's loads that you can be doing with this die. It's absolutely lovely. So what I'm going to do is just go in and push out some of the little snowflake bits. Just the little extra bits of detail, because you always get a little bit, don't you, where it just gets stuck in the card. There we go. And then I'm going to grab in a piece of scrap paper. Okay, and I've got one of these that I've already prepped. I'm going to show you how to make it all glittery like this one here. So I've been using my glass slipper glitter, which is one of our older ones, one that I use an awful lot of. So literally all you're going to do is take your chisel tip glue pen. She says I haven't got a chisel tip glue pen. Do you know what this is? Because I have, there it is, on the floor. I've been so prepared today. So you can literally just take your chisel tip glue pen. We sell these on the website. You can just scribble over the image like so. And then you can dunk this into your glass slipper glitter. And then you can see how that then gives you that beautiful frosted effect on the snowflake. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So what you can then do is do your full border like I have done here. Okay, so I've done the full way along and I've used glass slipper for that one. So lots of you might already have that one in your stash at home. Okay, so I'm going to build the background up first and then I'll show you how to do the reindeer and the sleigh. So I've done quite a lot of prep work actually for today's demos as well. So they might be a little bit quicker than usual because I wanted to try and get 3 in during this live. And what I'll do is once I've made these cards today, I'm going to take them next door. So as we're packing the orders, 3 people will receive the cards from today's Facebook Live. Okay, so I'll make sure that they go in with 3 of the orders for the Frosty Christmas goodies. Okay then. So what I've got is I've got a piece of Vista pearl card and I've just gone around the edge with my chisel tip glue pen and popped a little bit of glass slipper glitter onto here. Okay, and I'm going to glue that one down flat onto my base card. That's going to go onto there. Next up, I have got a piece of silver mirror card and I've got our foam pads on the back of here. So I'm going to just whip the backs off like so. That's then going to go down onto this card here. then got a piece of our crystal white card. Again, I've gone around the edge with my glue pen and covered it with my glass slipper glitter. I'm going to stick that one down. Okay, I'm sure I've just seen in the comments there it's 107 days till Christmas. That has flown around if that is the case. Still feels like it should be March. Can't quite believe we're in September. Right, so we're going to pop that down onto our card. And then this is one of my most favourite papers from the foiled paper pad. So this has got those lovely like shadow snowflakes in the background. And then you've got the little silver dots foiled on there as well. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to take the backs off here as well. So I've got this one on foam pads too. So we'll get the backs off of there. Okay. That's going to go down onto our base card. So next up we want to glue our gorgeous little snowflake border into place. So to do that I am going to take my PVA glue. I'm going to run my glue across the top like so. So this is the art glitter dries clear glue with your fine tip applicator as well. So you're going to pop your glue onto the back of these. I'm just doing little dots as well. Then we're going to flick this round and I'm going to pop that down onto here like so. Just give that a couple of seconds just to grab. I do apologise for the plaster on my finger as well. I had a bit of an incident last week. It was the day I was filming the YouTube videos actually, with a big heavy metal door and my finger. Anyway, so I'm going to put this just to the top there. I'm going to just put a little bit more glue just on the back of there. It just takes a little bit of time just to get that glue to grab. Okay, and then a little bit of patience. It will grab in a second. There we go. Okay, so all of the products will be on the website at 6 PM UK time tonight. All of the prices for everything will be up then too. Right then, so what I'm going to do next is take my scissors and just carefully trim away the edge here. I'm going to leave that one overhanging a bit because I think it looks quite cute. Trim this bit here. There we go, and that then adds this most beautiful snowflake border to the top of our project. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do the reindeer and the sleigh. So I have got some reindeers that I've already done, which are these ones here. But I'm going to show you how to do those now. So let me pop that card out the way. I'm going to grab in a piece of Nina card. Okay, and this I'm using the Nina card because it's perfect for colouring onto with your alcohol markers, which is what I'm going to use. I'm going to take my little stamp that I've already got on one of our acrylic blocks. These are our not ultra fine, my word, that's the embossing powder. These are our thin acrylic blocks, which are perfect for stamping with. So what I'm going to do is take my little anti-static card, give my Nina card a little dust over. I'm just going to stamp one reindeer, but you would need to do 3 for this particular project. So I'm inking up my stamp, and I'm using a VersaFine Clair ink pad in Misty Morning Mist because it's a really nice soft grey colour. So I think that works really well for the reindeers rather than doing them in like a harsh black. A brown would also be nice, like a chocolatey brown colour. So I've stamped that one down, and then I'm going to take my Wow Clear Gloss Superfine Embossing Powder and sprinkle over the top. And then we're going to heat up this image. Okay. So we're going to use our heat gun. So we're going to hold that heat gun still, and we're just going to work our way over the image. So my little plan for today's live is, once I've shown you how to make this card, I'm going to show you a few finished samples using the full collection, and then we'll do another demo. Okay, does that sound like a good plan to everyone? So I'm going to roughly cut this out. So, and then I'm going to grab in my alcohol markers. So I've picked out 3 Copics. I'm using Copics again, as these are what I have. So I've got Chamois E35, Sand E33 and Brick Beige E31. So you can see they're all in the same colour family. So I'm going to start off with my Brick Beige, which is my lightest colour first, and I'm going to put this all over the reindeer. Okay, so I'm going to literally just colour this in, like so. I'm being really cautious not to put my head too far in here as well. I'm trying to sit back so you don't just get a picture of my hair and you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to colour this in. It always looks a little bit streaky, I always think, when you first start colouring. But once you start to get your layers down for your colours, it all comes together. Okay, so we're going to just work our way around, colouring this in. So I'm going to colour his little hooves in this colour as well. And then colour his face in. Go. You can tell I'm really concentrating now, I've gone so quiet. There we go. Right then, so that's your base colour down on this one here. Next, we are going to take the sand colour. Okay, which is like the middle shade. So I'm going to go in with a bit of sand, and I just kind of scribble it on. I'm not too careful or anything like that. This bit would probably be a bit darker. His leg, a little bit under his tummy. The leg would probably be a bit darker. And the neck. A little bit round here. A little bit there. Okay. So it looks a bit patchy at the moment, but bear with. We're going to go back in with that lighter colour and we're going to just blend it out. Like so. And you can see how the colour starts to blend together really nicely. So we're going to just continue shading this in, like so. Again, you've got loads more time at home as well than I've got with you today. So then I'm going to grab my chamois. I think it's chamois, or is it chamois? E35 I'm going to run with, E35. So then we're going to add a bit of this darker colour just across his back, like so, a bit down his neck. So you can kind of darken it in as much or as little as you like. I want to have a play as well, because I used to be really into kind of colouring and stuff. And if you use your pencils on top of your alcohol markers, you can do some really cool things to get like fur effects and stuff. But again, just need a little bit of time to play around with that. Depends how far you want to go as well with your colouring. Okay, so we've added a little bit of that darker colour in. So then we're going to go back over with the mid shade, which is sand. So I've kind of gone a little bit lighter with my reindeers this time. You could do them all in browns if you wanted. Bit of that sand just to blend in that colour, and then we're going to go back in with our lighter colour again. blend it all out like so. I've gone so quiet now when I'm colouring. I always concentrate so much. There we go. And you can just keep working over areas as well until you're completely happy with them too. So I'm going to leave them at about there. And then I'm going to take my pink. I always think when that alcohol evaporates as well, it gives it a slightly different look. I'm going to take the mid shade, the middle one, just to add a little bit more colour up his little ear there. I'm going to add a little bit of brown onto his nose. So, and then I'm going to use a little bit of grey onto his antlers here. Okay, and then I'm going to use a yellow. So this is golden yellow for these little jingle bells around his neck. Okay, really cute, isn't it? If you go outside the lines as well, I have a little bit on some areas, you can go in with your colourless blender, okay? And you can just go over and it'll literally just bleach out the colour. To be honest, I don't tend to stress about that because I tend to die cut it out anyway, so it doesn't stress me out too much. What you can do with colourless blender as well is you can go in and put little dots on his back to give his coat like a more dappled look. Just something a little bit different too. So then I'm going to grab my reindeer dye, pop this on over the top and run this through my machine. I'm going to use my Gemini MIDI for this because I've got my little MIDI set up. I've been using this for so many of the smaller dies. It's so useful to just have sat on your desk. So I'm going to try and line this up. Ideally I like it to be directly over the image to get these lined up perfectly. 2 bits of tape always, because your die can move when you pop it into your machine. I'll just grab my little MIDI in, got a little plate for it here, I'll just run that through. Such a good size, that little machine as well, because it's not like too small for getting stuff in. So then we're going to take the little reindeer out so you can see how fabulous he then looks. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of those new glitters. So I'm going to use the Snowflake Flurry. Okay, I'm going to use our Dry's Clear glue for this one, and I'm going to just glitter his antlers. So, and then take the glitter and just sprinkle it over. And what you'll find is, if I hold it up, can you see a couple of the little snowflakes have just grabbed to his antlers, which looks so pretty. Don't think the camera's quite focusing. There we go. You can see that there. It gives such a pretty effect. But again, the glitter's doing the hard work for you. So if I bring in a one that's dry, once your glue dries down clear, you can see that that's the effect that you're then going to get. Okay, so then what I've done is gone in with my self-adhesive sparkles, and I've used the yellows to put the little bells around his neck. Okay, and you can see how pretty that looks. So I've got my 3 reindeers that I've done that are already dry. Okay, and next up I want to show you how to make this magical sleigh. So this one is using that gorgeous snowball glitter. So if I hold that up, can you see how it's got that holographic finish? Okay, but the little sleigh is so easy to make. So what we're going to do is take a little piece of that Vista Pearl card. Okay, and we are going to take our sleigh stamp to start with. I'm using the Diamond White Wow Embossing Powder, and I'm going to use my Wow Clear ink pad. Stamp this one. I'm going to give my little bit of card a little dust with an anti-static bag to start with. And I'm going to take my stamp, I'm going to ink it up like so. And then I'm going to place that down onto my cardstock and press. Okay, so you want firm even pressure all over the image. I'm going to lift that one away. And then we're going to take the diamond white embossing powder. There we go. And then we're going to pop that back into the jar. Just move these two out there. I'm trying to keep tidy as I go as well on my desk today. Trying, probably failing. Right, so we're going to heat this up now. Like so. So all we're doing is just holding this heat gun still. As soon as that embossing powder starts to melt and change, we're just moving the heat gun over the image like so. Okay, I'm going to give that just a couple of seconds to kind of cool off. Then we're going to pop our sleigh die over the top. So again, a little bit of low tack tape. I'm going to use 2 pieces of the low tack. It's going to go there. It's going to go down here. I am seeing some of your comments, but for some reason the comments on my screen have gone a bit crazy, so they're not actually kind of coming through properly. So I'm not ignoring you, but thank you for all of your lovely comments. Right, so I'm going to run that through our machine. Feeling I've moved that when I have. That's annoying. When I've put it in, I've just moved the die slightly, if you can see. I thought I had that lined up. Anyway, what you'd then go in and do is you would go in and take your glitter. So go in with your dry clear PVA glue. You're going to do every other stripe on the sleigh and cover it with the blue icicle glitter, which is that lovely electric blue. You're then going to go in and fill in each other little stripe in between and cover it with the crystal crush. And then you're going to fill in this full section at the top and cover it with the snowball glitter. Okay? And that's it. That's your sleigh done, basically. So then we're at the point of starting to assemble our project. Now what I've forgotten to do is do my little hills out of my cards. I'm going to do that first. So we want to create some little hills to go across the bottom. So I'm going to start off by taking a piece of crystal white card and I'm literally just going to tear it towards me like so. And then we'll put the 2 hills together and that will then create the little scene for our sleigh to sit on. So if I grab my guillotine, just grab my smaller one that I've got over here. And then we can stick these 2 together like so. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my dry clear glue to stick my 2 hills together like so. There we go. Just trim a little bit at the bottom. And then I just want to measure across my card as to how far that is. Just trim that off about there. Okay, so then I'm going to trim that away and we're going to put that down onto our card here. I'm going to trim a tiny bit more off the bottom, just so it doesn't take up too much of the card. Okay, so then we're going to stick this one down onto our card blank like so. So a little bit of glue just onto the back and then just pop that down into position. Okay. And what we're then going to do is take our glue and we're going to trace these little hills so we're going to go along here. Going to do a couple of little scribbles across the front as well. And then we're going to take that gorgeous Snowflake flurry glitter. Honestly, I'm obsessed with this. I've been using it on so many cards. I love it. There we go. And then if I hold that up, you can see how you've got the different colours, but the little snowflakes have grabbed in there as well, which is so pretty. So I'm going to pop that down to one side, and then I'm going to put my glitter back into the jar. Again, I'm trying to stay so tidy, so then my desk's all clear for when I come to show you the finished samples. There we go. Right then, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take our sleigh and start and get this all stuck together. So I've got a little sentiment plaque that I've already made that says "With Love at Christmas." We're going to pop that up here, but I'm going to do build up my scene first. So I'm going to start off with my sleigh, which I've popped down somewhere. What indeed have I done with my little sleigh? There it is. Right, so we're going to put our little sleigh about here. So I'm going to start and stick mine together with 3D glue gel, but you could use foam pads if you wanted to. I just like the bit of manoeuvrability with your 3D glue gel. So we're going to pop this on here. I know it's a couple of you are asking, how do you get notified when I'm doing more demos and things? You can give our Facebook page a like, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube page, so then you'll get a notification when a new video comes up. Okay, so what I've then done is taken 4 of the little presents, and these are from that Reindeer and Sleigh stamp and die set. Okay, I've stamped those out, I've die cut them, I've glittered them, and then I've tied some little bows. I've just got these on some glue dots just to go on the top. Okay, and what you can do as well is pop a little bling stone in the middle. So the bling stone is from the Frosty Christmas bling box, of course. It's really pretty. So I'm going to pop those there. And then I'm going to start and layer up my little presents into the sleigh. So I'm going to start off, I've got a bit of glue gel there, so I'm going to tuck that one in there. And then it's literally just a case of kind of building up the little parcels. So a little bit of glue gel on the back, and you can just kind of tuck them in, like so. Okay, and you can see how pretty that is then looking. Then got our lovely reindeers that I'm going to just lay out, like so. So we're going to get these stuck down. I'm probably going to stick those with a couple of foam pads, to be honest. I think that's a little bit easier. So I'm going to take a foam pad, just going to trim it down. Pop that one on the back there. What you might want to do as well is add some reins in for your reindeer. So I've got a little bit of blue ribbon. This is like ribbon that I've had in my craft box for years. Like one of those where it eventually comes in. So I'm going to stick my reindeer down at the back first. So you can go about there. And then I'm going to try and tuck ribbon's a little bit long. Try and tuck my ribbon under the sleigh like that. So then I'm going to put my other 2 reindeers here. I'm going to do them on a double layer of foam pads, so then they're more in the foreground. One here, a slightly shorter length of ribbon, and one to the back there. So I think I've just cut my ribbon a tiny bit too short there. You can tuck that in underneath there, and that'll then grab. And then we're going to do one more. So again, a double layer of foam pads at the back. I'm going to whip off the back of here, and I'm going to grab another length of ribbon. That is going to go onto there. Try and lift this up and then I can tuck it underneath. With my little pokey tool. And then I can tuck that under. There we go. Some finer ribbon might have been a bit nicer for that, but anyway, you get the idea. So we've got the little reins going across to the reindeers now. So we're going to pop our sentiment on. So this is our With Love at Christmas. So I'm going to pop that there. Some foam pads. This one's from the Snowflake sentiment set, but I have done it in an oval for a change. Bit of glitter around the edge of that Vista mirror card. Sentiment in the middle. And then we're going to add our little bow to the top, like so. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use some of the little sequins. So I'm going to just go in and just in the middle of some of these snowflakes at the background, I'm going to add in a little dot of PVA glue. Okay, so I'm always using this dry clear PVA. And then if I sprinkle these out, you see, I mean you were getting loads of sequins in this bag, but there's some teeny tiny little snowflake ones. So I'm going to take those, and because they've got that lovely silver holographic finish to them, they give the most beautiful sparkle on your project, and it just contrasts against the glitter as well. So I'm going to go in and add these teeny tiny little snowflakes onto here, like so. And that then would be your finished card. Okay, so I really hope that you have enjoyed this project, and I hope that you're going to be able to make this one at home when you get all of the new Frosty Christmas goodies home. So I'm going to pop this one to one side. I'm going to put some cards in again for you to have a little look at, and I'm going to grab some finished samples in to show you next. So let me put the cards in. Oh, I should have put the paper pad in. I'm going to put the paper pad in, then you can see all of the different designs that you're getting on there. I am going to knock the sound off, so I'll put my little bar in to let you know I've done that. There we go. And yes, I will go and get ready to show you some finished samples. Right then, so I feel like I've got glitter on my forehead. I feel like I can see it sparkling. Right then, so as you can probably see, I've just been and pinched a load of samples from the background. So I'm going to show you some finished cards. I really hope that you are loving this collection, by the way. It's been such a long time in the making, and I'm so thrilled at how everything's come together so beautifully. Right then, so I'll put the overhead camera in, and then you'll be able to see the finished samples a little bit better. Then for my next demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use the dazzling snowflakes. So, thank you so much for all the comments. Oh, the magnolia die is so beautiful. It is an absolutely gorgeous one, that one. And I think that's something that we are really well known for, our 3D flowers and things. Because I think we've always kind of brought a different twist on 3D flowers to what everyone else has been doing. And that's something that we've done for a long time now. So yes, I'm so pleased that you are loving this collection. So thank you all so much for all of your lovely comments. Right then, so let me pop the other camera in, and then we can have a little look at these beautiful finished samples. So speaking of the Christmas magnolia, this is the first one I've got to show you, and look at those beautiful flowers. So you can see how we've used the snowflake circles die in the background there, and we've actually made it on a decagon shaped card base. So you can see how those snowflake circles dies are going to mat and layer absolutely perfectly together. You've then got the beautiful flowers that have been shaped, and you've got the dye for the stamen that's been used in the middle as well. It just looks absolutely beautiful. If you love creating 3D flowers, you are going to absolutely adore crafting with that Christmas magnolia stamp and die set. It's a huge stamp and die set, but it is absolutely beautiful. And you can use the 3-petal flowers with the 5-petal to create different shapes. You can use them on their own as well, so you can use them in lots and lots of different ways. So this one's using that beautiful Christmas magnolia with a little bit of ink in the middle. Next up, we have got one here. This is the actual packaging card for the reindeer and sleigh. So you can see again how those reindeers have been coloured in, the sleigh's been done, and we've used that beautiful snowflake circle in the background again with those gorgeous papers. The papers really do make this collection. They just make it so magical and so beautiful with the different shades of navies and blues that we've got in there. And I have to say, we went back a lot of times, back and forward on the colour palette of this particular paper pad to get it absolutely perfect for you all at home. And it mixes and matches so beautifully with our lapis lazuli blue pearl card. So please do have a little look at that. So this is using the Frosty Christmas paper pad and the reindeer and sleigh stamp and die, and of course that snowflake circle in the background too. Next up, we've got the dimensional snowflakes here. So I think this is Ruth, yes. So Ruth's made this beautiful card where she's stamped and die cut out the snowflakes and glittered them up. It's absolutely stunning. And you can see she's used bits of the paper in the background as well to mat and layer up together, and added that sentiment, snowflakes are the fairy dust of winter, which is absolutely lovely. Next up, this is one of mine with the Christmas magnolia, and I've used a little bit of vellum on this one as well, and some of those snowflakes in the background. Don't know if the camera's going to pick up quite how sparkly this one is, but you can see how you can stamp and emboss those beautiful magnolias and layer them up. This one's got a little bit squashed, but what I've done is I've actually curled up the 3-petal one in the middle of the 5-petal to create a different shaped flower, and then use those beautiful stamen dies in the middle to create those lovely centres to the flowers. Next up, this is another one using that Christmas magnolia and also using the vellum in the background. That vellum is stunning, and I am so pleased that we've been able to do that and bring it to you as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we've got the little 3-petal flowers where I've layered them up but like curled the petals up over like that. Does that make sense? And then we've got the 5-petal one where I've pinched down the middle, added that acetate layer on the top, and added those stamens into the middle. Little top tip as well, if you're looking for foliage, we've got one of our stamp and die sets called Christmas Branches from last year. It works really nicely with this collection. It ties in really well. And I've glittered up these flowers with the Crystal Crush glitter all in white and silver. It looks so elegant and so pretty. And then again, using the beautiful Frosty Christmas papers in the background as well. Next up, this one's using the little ice skating scene. So you can see how you can colour that scene in the middle, layer up your beautiful papers in the background, and then using those magnolia flowers as a little embellishment in the corner. It looks so pretty. And then using the centres as well, the papers again, and adding all of your glitters onto here as well. Even if you got the white Christmas collection last year, some of the glitters from that set would work really nicely with this too. Next up, I'm trying to dig through to show you some different ones. Oh, this is one of Glynis's. So again, we've got loads of projects going up on the blog. There's some of Becca's going up on at the weekend, and then there's some of Glynis's going up that are going up they'll be going up a little bit later because I have a confession to make. I don't know if Glynis is watching. But Glynis sent me her cards, and instead of sending them to photography, I accidentally sent them back to Glynis. So I've got the cards back for today's Facebook Live, and then they're going off to photography. So this is one of Glynis's fabulous cards. And can you see how she's done a shaker? There we go. So can you see how she's got the little stars in the middle of the wreath as a shaker card? She's layered up the different snowflake circle elements, and then she's built her own wreath with that lovely Frosty wreath set and added the Merry Christmas into the middle as well. So that's going to go to one side. Next up, we have got this one here. I'm trying to show you a right little selection here. So this one is using that lovely winter woodland tree. I think this is Ruth. Yes, this is one of Ruth's. Absolutely beautiful. She's used some silver mirror card in the background and then die cut the tree in white and glittered. Can you see how she's glittered all of the little animals? And then she's added the self-adhesive sparkles onto there as well. And she's also added some snowflakes into the background. And of course, she's used the Frosty Christmas paper pad too. Next up, let me have a look. Oh, this is another Christmas magnolia one. This is fab. This is one of Barbara's, I feel. Yeah, I can tell this is a Barbara card. So she's used a little leftover strip of paper. She's added one of the sentiments onto a tag. This is our lacy tags that we've brought out previously. And this says, from our house to yours at Christmas. And then can you see how she's layered up these Christmas magnolias? So she's really curled and shaped the petals to give them a three-dimensional finish that looks absolutely fabulous. So that is using the Christmas magnolia again and adding those stamen into the middle too. And then see all these little die cut snowflakes? These are all the waste from your snowflake circle die cuts. So save all those. You could be using them to make a shape card, using them for little embellishments as well. So lots and lots, really pretty. Next up, we have got this one that uses that joy to the world sentiment in the middle. Using the snowflake circle in the background as well. Die cut out of mirror card, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Then that joy to the world in the middle, embellished with some of those self-adhesive sparkles. Next up, this one is with the Frosty wreath. The little bow's just moved on this one. So you can see by stamping and embossing that wreath in green and glittering it up, it works so well. Then using the different little elements and the little snowflakes, the snowflake sequins on the wreath, oh, so cute. And building that up, adding your Merry Christmas into the middle, adding that snowflake circle die into the background, and also adding a little layer of vellum behind as well. That vellum gives such a luxurious finish as well. And it's really nice because what's been done on this one is it's been used on top of one of the starry foiled papers. So can you see how you get you still get a little bit of the star foil shining through, but it knocks it back a level, if that makes sense. Next up, this is one of Glynis's. This is definitely going up on the blog. So you can see how she's used the beautiful foil papers and she's created like a fold back card using the gorgeous Christmas magnolias again. And you can see how by layering these up and shaping the petals in different ways, it's going to give you a totally different look. And again, with all of our projects, we're mixing and matching foliage from previous collections. Just because we can bring you foliage doesn't necessarily mean that we should be bringing it, because we can mix and match and use what we've already got in our craft boxes as well. And that's something that we're so aware of when we're building new collections, of what you can mix and match this with that you might already have at home. So that's one of Glynis's. Next up, I've got another one here using the little ice skating scene. Again with those magnolias. These magnolias are on so many of the cards. But you can see colouring the scene and die cutting it into an oval works so well. And then mixing and matching with the papers too. Next up, this one's one of mine, but I've lost a flower from it. I think it must have dropped off behind me. I've actually filmed this as a YouTube tutorial. So this is using the Joy to the World. You've got the snowflake circles and you've got the beautiful flowers as well. And we're stamping and embossing onto acetate with this one too. Really pretty. Next up, we've got this one here, which is the beautiful build a wreath, not build a wreath, word. You can build a wreath with it, but it's called the Frosty wreath. And this is one of Becca's, and she's done it all in silvers and greys. It's so pretty. You've got that snowflake circle in the background. She's added in the little pearls all the way around, and then built up that wreath by adding the gingerbread men, building out the holly leaves, and adding in the little stars too. Next up is one of Ruth's, and this is using the magnolias again, mixing and matching with lots of different glitters to create this beautiful sparkly effect. Then we've got one of Barbara's using the beautiful winter woodland tree. So she's done two of the trees here and then done the reindeer, and can you see that's in that beautiful snowfall glitter snowball, so it gives you like that holographic finish to it. Okay. And then next up, I've just got a couple more to show you. We've got the beautiful Christmas Christmas magnolias again, just down the side, all done in silver on this project, mixing and matching with the papers too. And then we've got the beautiful ice skating scene as well, and this is one of Glynis's, so this one will be going up on the blog very soon once it's been photographed. But it looks absolutely stunning. So I'm going to pop some card samples in for you to have a little look at again while I get ready for another demo, and we're going to build up with the dimensional snowflakes. So I'll knock the sound off so you don't hear me rustling in the background. Let me pop that in. I'm going to turn the sound off in just a couple of seconds. Right then, and we are ready to go. So I had to grab in another little card to show you because you have all been absolutely loving the baby owls stamp from the sneak peeks that we've popped on social media. So I had to bring this one in to show you because I've done the little owls in grey, and then can you see how I've used the vellum in the background as well? It just works so beautifully, and then with that crystal snowflake border across the top too. So I'm going to pop that card to one side because we're not going to make that one. We're going to make this one because I wanted to show you how to use those gorgeous snowflake circles dies and also how to build up these dimensional snowflakes. So we're going to get started again. So I'm going to start off by building up the background of the card. So for this one, I've taken an 8x8 card blank and a piece of silver mirror card. I'm going to take a little bit of Collal all-purpose glue and just pop the glue over the back. For anyone asking about foliage, that was in a previous collection, so if you have a little look on the website, we've got loads of foliage on there. I think the one that I've been using, I'm sure it's called Christmas Branches. It came out last year. Right, so we've stuck that down. I've then got a piece of lapis lazuli card with a beautiful piece of one of the Frosty Christmas papers on the back. So I'm going to pop those down. Okay, and I've put foam pads on this layer. These are our fabulous foam pads on a roll. If you have watched my videos before, you will know I absolutely love these foam pads. They are so, so good. That's no, stick that down too quick. Oh. Right, that's going to get stuck onto our card blank. 2 moments, I'm going to have to stand up to do this one. There we go. Right, so that's nicely stuck down now. Next up, we are going to create this gorgeous snowflake frame. So to do that, we're going to be using the new Snowflake circle dies, but I want to talk to you about die cutting these. Because these dies are very, very detailed, there's a certain way to cut them with your Gemini machine. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that now. If you got the Christmas frames last year, which are the square ones, it's the exact same way that you die cut those. But I'm going to talk you through it now. If you are waiting for the snowflake frames to come back in, they are on order. So sign up to the stock notification on the website. Right, I'm going to grab in my plates. So to die cut this one out, I'm going to use my base plate, my plastic shim. I've got my die taped into place on the card, and I've taped this on 4 sides to make sure that it's not going to move when I run it through my machine. I'm going to flip that round. I'm going to put my cutting plate on the top, and then I'm going to run this through my Gemini. So I've just got my Gemini set up to the side of me here. And that's just running through. There we go. And then we're going to turn that round 90 degrees. Okay. Put our cutting plate back on the top and run that back through the machine. And we'll just wait for that to come out the other side. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to just remove the card. Like so. This one always takes a little bit of wiggling because it is very, very detailed. Just carefully pull that away, and then you can see you've got that perfectly die cut snowflake circle. Now the snowflake circle comes separate to the I Need It All because it is a larger die and you do need an A4 machine to cut it. So you can then just go through, push all of the little bits out like so. Okay, and you'll have that beautiful snowflake circle. So I've got one that I've already done. So let me grab that one in. And what I've done is I've gone around with my chisel tip glue pen, scribbled over the snowflakes, and then covered it with our Crystallina glitter. And I've put a little jewel of pearl in the middle of each of the snowflakes like so. Okay, you can see how pretty that then looks. So I'm going to stick that down onto my card. Like so. Down onto there. Okay. And then I've taken the next snowflake layer. I'm going to leave you that one to have a little look at while I go and grab my die set. So I've then taken the next size of Snowflake in, which is this one here. And I'm going to die cut that out from my favourite patterned paper. So let me grab the paper pad in. I love that paper that much. I've run out of it with my demo prep. So we're going to grab in, it's this one, the paper. Okay, and then we're going to tape this die into place onto here. It's going to go there. I'm going to steal the tape off my other snowflake circle. There we go. So we're going to get that pretty central. And then die cut that out. So there we go. So that's going to go straight through our die cutting machine like so. And then we're going to grab that at the other side and take that out. Okay, and we're going to pop that onto our card with some foam pads. And then we'll just whip the backs off of this one here. And then that's going to go down onto here, like so. Okay, so you can see how pretty that's then looking. So what we're going to do next is we are going to take a piece of our crystal white pearl card. And I've taken the little With Love sentiment. So that's from the Snowflake sentiment set. And I'm going to take my clear embossing ink pad and an anti-static bag. I'm going to give that a little dust over. I'm going to ink up my stamp. I'm going to stamp that down onto my card. I'm going to stamp it in about the middle though. Like so. And then I'm going to cover with metallic silver sparkle embossing powder and tap away the excess. And then we're going to heat this up. Like so. Okay, and what we're then going to do is take our die. So this is another one of the smaller snowflake dies from the set. I'm going to position that over the top and then tape that into place. So I'm just going to use a little bit of low tack tape. Again, two sides. I'm going to use my base plate, my plastic shim, my cutting plate on the top. Run that through my Gemini machine. Like so, and then I'm going to grab this at the other side. There we go. I'm going to rotate that round and just run that through again. There we go. Yes, the large tubs of embossing powder are on the website as well, by the way. They're the 160ml jars. I think they're about £20. About £20 a jar. Don't quote me on that, that's off the top of my head. But yeah, they're the 160ml jars, so they are on the website. We don't have all the colours in them, but we do have some of the most popular ones. So what I'm then doing is going around and pushing out all of the in effect waste. But I'm going to save these because we're going to use them as little embellishments on the project. Okay, so you can see how beautiful that then looks, and you've got that gorgeous little snowflake circle. Okay, so again, I've got one that I've already done at home. Okay, so I've glittered up round the edge with some Crystallina glitter, like so, and just popped some foam pads on the back. So I'm going to stick that down onto my card. Like so. Just get rid of these little snowflakes. I'm going to put those in a little pot over here. Okay then, so what we're then going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of mirror card. So this is our Vista Blue mirror card that I'm using. And what you need to do is stamp and emboss 6 of the snowflakes onto there. So I'll show you how to do one, but I have got them already prepped because I'm aware we've been on for nearly 2 hours now. And I've got one more demo I want to get in. So I'm going to take my anti-static bag and give my card a really good dust, like so. Okay, I'm then going to take my stamp, going to ink it up, my clear embossing ink pad. And then we're going to place this down and press. So all of the products that I'm showing you now are all going to be on the website from 6 p.m. tonight, okay? So we've got lots of tutorials going up over the next week as well. So what I've done is I've placed my stamp down onto my mirror card. I'm using one hand to hold in place and the other hand to press. Then we're going to lift that off. You're going to cover that with your opaque bright white superfine embossing powder. I'm going to get rid of any excess powder, like so. You then heat this up. Like so, and then you want to give that a couple of minutes just to cool, okay? Then you're going to pop your die over the top and run it through your die cutting machine. So once you've got your 6 snowflakes die cut, okay, you are going to glitter 2 fully with the new night sky glitter, and then you're going to go in and glitter the detail on the other 4 using the blue icicle glitter. Okay, so I've just used my dry clear glue with the little fine tip applicator, and I've literally just gone in and glittered the little elements. Okay, so now we're going to build this up. So I'm going to use a little bit of pin flare glue gel. So I'm going to stick this one on top. So all I'm doing is sticking them on top but rotating them slightly. So my dark blue one's at the bottom. So you're almost building up like a snow flower in effect. Really, really pretty look. You can see. How these then start to build up. So that's one done. So we're going to do the same with this one now. Just by twisting and offsetting. Just a blob of glue on the back. There we go. And you can see how pretty that then looks. So what I've then done is taken a couple of snowflakes and I've stamped and embossed them onto heat resistant acetate. And I've embossed these ones with metallic silver sparkle embossing powder. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and add some little jewels from the bling box. So I'm going to use these smallest blue ones. We're going to end up with about 8 per snowflake. So I'm going to start by just tapping these on. Like so, I'm not stressing about the glue either, it's going to dry clear. So don't panic about that at all. Okay, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on the next one. So again, just building this up. Just push these in towards the middle too. Like so. So then we're going to layer those ones up on top of there. I'm going to stick this one onto the card first. Okay, so to do that I'm going to use a little bit of glue gel again. So I'm going to take my glue. It's always a little bit easier if you've got a chance to leave them to dry as well. I'm going to put this one down here. And then put this one over here, like so. And then I'm going to take a blob of glue gel onto the back, stick that one there, and then a little bit of glue gel there. Okay, so then we're going to take some of these little snowflakes that we had left over. And I'm going to use some of those beautiful blue jewels that, of course, if you go for the I Need It All bundle, you are getting those included. If you're not, you can order them separately. They are on the website. So I'm just going to take some of these and stick them into the middle of what is, in effect, your little waist snowflakes. Colours just hide in so perfectly. This set, we thought, well, we have to put those in there, in the I Need It All. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue gel just to stick these down. So just a little blob on the back. Like so, and you can add as few or as little as you like. This is in effect the waist. Okay, so just another couple. And then all I would do is just go in and dot about a couple of little sparkles into the background. And then what I would do for the centres of my little design here is I would take a couple of the sequins. So I'm going to go for these royal blue ones. Okay, I'm going to put a jewel in the middle and then stick these down into the centre. One, that'd be two. So that then would be your finished project. Okay, so that is using the gorgeous dimensional snowflake stamp and die set. Again, the Frosty Christmas collection will all be launching on the website tonight, so you'll be able to find all of the products on there. Okay, I'm going to pop another little finished sample picture in, and then I'm going to do one more demo, and then that will be everything that I've got to show you today. So I'm going to knock the sound off in a moment as well. Right then, so the final project is going to be one that has been inspired by Glynis. So this is one of her gorgeous projects. I've got everything stamped out, ready to go, just to stick together on this one. Because I've noticed we've been on for nigh on 2 hours. The time has got away with me. So I'm going to quickly show you how to make this one. An inspired version, so it's going to be this one but a little twist on it. So I'm going to start off with my base card. So I've got an 8x8 card blank and I've got a beautiful piece of the patterned paper. Okay. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue onto the back of here. This is just the Kalal all-purpose glue. I'm going to stick that down onto my card blank, like so. And then I've been using the Snowflake frames, which are coming back into stock. So if you like these, sign up for the stock notification on the website. But again, I just wanted to show you that everything from last year's collection is going to mix and match with this year's collection as well. So you can use this one in lots of different ways. So I've got my Snowflake frame that I've die cut out, and then I've glittered it with the Crystal Crush glitter around the edge. I've then taken one of the beautiful foiled papers from the paper pad, and this is the one with all the little animals on. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue onto the back of here and stick this one down flat onto my card. Okay, so then next up I am going to take the next die cut frame from the Snowflake frames, and I'm going to stick that on at a little bit of a jaunty angle. Okay, that's then going to go on at an angle like so, and then I've got a lovely snowflake piece of paper to go on the top of there. Again, that's from the foiled paper pad. So just stick that onto there. I've then taken our basic layered oval nesting die set. I've got one from Silver Mirror, one from White Pearl Card, which I've just glittered round the edge, again with that Crystal Crush glitter, like so. Okay, and then I've taken another one that I've just cut from white, just left that plain. Okay, so we're going to layer those together, and that's going to go straight into the middle of the card. So I'm going to take the backs off of my foam pads here and position that down into the middle of the card like so. Okay, I've then got my lovely winter woodland tree die, and I've already stuck that to a piece of Silver Mirror card, so I'll show you how nicely this one die cuts. The Snowflake square will be coming back into stock. It's on order, so please go onto the website and sign up to the product notification. As soon as it comes back in, you will receive an email. Okay then, so I'm going to take my die with my card, cut side up. I'm using my base plate, my plastic shim and my magnetic shim. I'm going to run that through my Gemini machine. So I just want to show you how nicely this die cuts, because it cuts out absolutely beautifully. So we'll just let that run through, and then we'll grab it at the other side. I've got one that's already die cut. Okay, so when we lift that away, our dies really do cut really nicely. We do have a coating as well that helps the paper stop sticking to the die. So once you get it started, I can see it's lifting out here. Little pokey tool. We've got loads of release holes in these as well. So I'll just get my little pokey tool underneath. There we go. You can see how beautifully that tree has cut out. Okay, it's such a lovely image, this one as well. A really nice design. So I'm going to pop that all to one side. And I'm just going to stick this one down onto my card. So to do that, the way that I tend to stick it is I just stick a little bit of adhesive behind the animals. Okay, So whether you're using foam pads or you want to use a little bit of 3D glue gel, you can do whichever you prefer. So I'll just push. I'm just going to use a foam pad for speed. Just a little bit of foam just behind on the animals. Where you can. Okay, and then we'll just take the backs off these. Okay, and we're going to stick that down onto our base card. Like so. Okay, and by sticking it with the foam pads you get a little bit of like shadowing underneath, so it gives you that extra dimension. Then taking a little sentiment and stamp that out. This was actually from the Christmas Magnolia stamp set. So I'm gonna, this one says Christmas beauty is all around. Put a foam pad on the back of my silver circle. I'm gonna put that on there. I'm going to add a little bit of PVA glue onto the back, like so. Okay, so you can see how that's coming together, but then we're going to embellish this with some flowers. Okay, so I've taken the Christmas Magnolia. This is what your set is going to look like. So when I say it's a huge set, it's an A5 stamp and die set, okay? So this is the biggest floral collection we have ever done, and we know how much you love our flowers. So you get the 3 different sizes of the 5-petal flower, and you get the 3 different sizes of the 3-petal flower, along with the leaves. And then within your die set, you get 3 sizes of this little stamen die. And this is perfect for cutting out the centres of the Christmas Magnolia. So what we're going to do is I've stamped and embossed 4 of the Christmas Magnolia onto crystal white paper, and I've embossed them with metallic silver sparkle embossing powder. Then I've gone in, I've put some tiny little dots of PVA and covered it with crystal crush glitter. So what we're then going to do is we're going to pinch down the middle of this flower like so. Okay, and we're going to do that on all of the petals. So we're pinching down the centre. So we're going to work our way around, pinch those petals, add that shape. Okay, what we're then going to do is take a little bit of pin flare glue gel, and we're going to layer together 2 of the flowers. So we're going to twist them and offset. Same with this one, twist and offset. Okay, and we're going to pop these onto our card like so. So one's going to go in the top corner, one's going to go in the bottom corner. Okay, I've then taken the same size poinsettia and I've stamped and embossed it onto heat resistant acetate using the metallic silver sparkle embossing powder. Okay, and then I've gone on, added tiny dots of PVA and added our diamante sparkle glitter. What I'm then going to do is pull these petals up towards me like so. So I'm literally folding the very base of the petals. I'm going to put a blob of glue on the back and layer that over the top like so. So this is just going to add an extra little bit of depth and dimension to those beautiful flowers that we have already created. Okay, it's going to go like that. Then what I've done is I've taken my little stamen centres and I want 2 of the medium for each flower and 1 of the small, and we're going to stick these together. So I'm going to keep one flat, put a blob of PVA in the middle, take the other one, oops, twiddle it round in my fingers like so. So I'm just pulling it up towards me and it kind of gives it like a cup shape, if that makes sense. I'm going to pop that over the top, then do the same with the middle, the smaller one to go in the middle. So I'm going to work my way around, pulling those little stamens up towards the top. I'm going to plop that down in the middle, like so. I'm going to put a blob of glue in the middle, and I'm going to add just a little pearl. I'm going to add a pearl to the centre. One of these beautiful AB white pearls. I'd love to find my little picky up tool. See, it started good, didn't it, with the Stay Tidy. There it is. I've found it. I'm going to put that in the middle. Oops. Like so. Then I'm going to take a tiny little bit of pin flare glue gel. I'm going to just pop that on the back and then stick that down in the centre, like so. So we're going to do exactly the same again, working round like so. A little blob of glue in the middle. And there we go. Little blob of glue in the middle. Little blob of glue. And the jewel in the middle. There we go. It's going to go into the centre of the flower like so. And that would just about be my finished card. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take that beautiful snowflake flurry glitter, like a little bit of scrap paper stuff, and just tip a little bit out. Tip a little bit out. And then I'm going to go in with my glue and add some tiny little dots into the background. Like I said, I'm obsessed with this glitter. You will be seeing it on lots of things. So then I'm going to take some of the little snowflakes. So there's some that have like a little iridescent tinge, some that are white. You just have to give it a little shuffle to find the snowflakes. But then you can go in and add some of these little snowflakes into the background. So there's a few there. There's one. So you just have to tip a little bit out and then you can have a little fish round. But you can get in and get adding in all these gorgeous little snowflakes into the background. Just depends how the light hits the glitter as well, if you see them or not. So I'm just going to give it a little fold round. There's another bit there. Put that there. There. Just add another couple. I feel like the battery on this iPad could go at any moment, so I apologise now if we get cut off at any time. Okay, so I'm going to pop that there. There we go. And that would then be our finished card. So I've done you 3 demos today. There are some more going up on YouTube as well. So please do have a little look on there because we've got loads going up on the YouTube channel. And then if I bring that in so you can have a real close-up look, can you just see how those little snowflakes make such a pretty difference in the background? And those flowers are absolutely stunning. You are going to love crafting with those. So let me pop the camera back round and then I can tell you all about the launch tonight. Would help if I hit the right button there, wouldn't it? That one. There we go. Right then, so all of the fabulous Frosty Christmas collection will be available on our website, chloescreativecards.co.uk from 6 p.m. tonight. There is the I Need It All bundle, which is £170. It includes everything apart from that snowflake circle die. If you want everything, you need to order that as an extra item, okay? So that's the details about the I Need It All bundle. All of the products will be available individually as well, so please do have a look online. Because of the Royal Mail strikes here in the UK, any orders over £70 up until Sunday will be sent with DPD. So £70 and over, your order will automatically be upgraded to DPD and the website will do that for you at the checkout. If you spend under £70 but you want to pay for DPD, you can do. I think it's £5.99. So have a little look on the website, the details are all on there. I really hope that you have loved this collection as much as I do. There is a full unboxing video going up on YouTube at 6 o'clock tonight, and this video will also be available to watch back. We've got loads of demos and inspiration going up on the blog and on YouTube over the weekend as well, so please do keep a lookout. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon, and yes, I hope you all enjoy crafting with your Frosty Christmas collections very soon. Everything will be on the website from 6 o'clock UK time tonight, so please do hop over and have a look. I hope to see you all again very soon. If you haven't done so already, hit like for our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, then you will